Have we ever been more back in our life? We're back in Cube Chaos, the final day of our Hidden Gem Roguelikes. Roguelikes under 500 very positive reviews. Cube Chaos, I mean, what is there to really say? This is one of the wackiest games that I've ever played, and I only played it for like 3 hours. Apparently the game gets even wackier the more that you play it, and there's modding, and it's just an absurd game. And if you haven't seen it before, well, we'll give you the quick rundown of how it works, but I'll warn you that this is a game that I will not understand what's going on in it. If you can understand what's going on in it, congrats. I would love to go for my PhD at some point too. But Cube Chaos, baby. It's gonna be chaos. Let's get it going today. I'm going to start a new run. Just kidding. I'm going to start a new run. Okay. Now, we've unlocked a couple more classes over time here. So there's a part of me that definitely wants to play as a new class. We've played as the priest, and I believe we've played as the warrior as well. So Pyromaniac, let's take a look at this guy. Every 7 times allies or enemies take damage, my starting leader deals 1 damage to a random enemy. And I always start with sturdy stone in my hand. I'm assuming, well, that's regular stone for sure. Okay. Pyromaniac plus Dwarf, your stone deals 1 damage to all touching cubes after it takes damage at a 40% chance. Your stone deals 1 damage to all. That's horrible. Right? That's like absolutely terrible. Okay. What about the plant here? After an ally takes damage, another random ally takes 0 damage from your starting leader. Ah. But that's interesting. Okay. Because if we have something that triggers on damage, taking 0 damage could trigger their synergy, which is kind of interesting. Okay. I should just go random, but that's okay. You know what? No, screw it. I'm going to go Pyromaniac Plant, and we're going to make this work. So we've got a Sabotage Agent. He explodes 2. Before this dies, touching cubes take 2 damage. After a cube dies, it deals 1 damage to the cube in front of it. So he's just a suicide bomber. That's fine. I can work with that. After this is created, deal 10 damage to the cube below and heal it for 100 HP. And remove some poison. Okay, so it will kill them if the thing below it has less than 11 health. But then it will heal it to basically full. Plant Warrior, every 2 seconds it moves. Every second, deal 2 damage to every touching enemy, and it gains extra HP. You're kind of sick, for sure. When there's a neutral cube below you, replace this ability with Burrowed. Okay, so your burrowing is when there's a neutral cube below, you deal 20 damage to it. Below. I don't even know how I would make that work, but that's fine. Every 15 seconds, create a thorn leaf above. Okay. And then blue moss, every 30 seconds, create blue moss to the west and east of this and generate mana. So this is a mana generator for us. I mean, just friggin' send it, okay? Just friggin' send it. After each map, suffer +1 difficulty, then choose a terrain perk. Screw it, why not, right? This is Cube Chaos, baby. We're chaotic. And that's what we love. Okay. So, for those that have not seen Cube Chaos before, we have the couple things that we just talked about. In each round, we are going to face an opponent, and these are all randomly generated. It's a funky little AI running on the back end. And they're going to be on the right, I'm going to be on the left. And I'm just going to hop in, and then I'll show you, okay, because I can pause here. Bunch of new overlays, man. Look at this! A new update to the game, man. It still kind of looks like hell. But I think that's part of the charm of the game, to be fair. It's actually, like, genuinely very, very nice to have all these. And you can turn them all on, and then, well, you can turn 4 of them on, and then it just feels like I'm playing, I don't know, like an airplane simulator from 1940. Anyway, the enemy leader is on the right. This is him. We have to try to kill him, okay? They're actively trying to kill me, which is this leader on the left. So they've got some things. They've got a soul jar. Before this dies, deal 2 damage to the cube that killed it. Okay, so it's just protecting right now. A sky platform. After this is created, if this wasn't created by a cube with the same name, create a copy to both sides. So you're just flying, which is interesting. It would allow them to place stuff on top of here. They've got a missile, and they've got a down laser. Every 2 seconds, create a diagonal down laser beam in front. You're putting that on the sky platform. Okay. I love the idea. I really do. Now, the Sabotage Agent is 70 mana to place him down, which is a little much, if you're asking me. I think that we want to go kind of nuts with some blue moss here, okay? And I'm gonna bump up the speed of the game. You've destroyed my blue moss. That's pretty fricked up, brother. Like super rude. Let's place down some more blue moss. They put a laser down. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't necessarily consider that to be a good play by them. But this is, and then you just blocked your own laser, you little dummy. This is Cube Chaos though, man. I mean, it's, they do this from time to time. So this guy, you're shooting a missile at me. I mean, look, I take a little damage. I'm not sweating the little bit of damage that I take here and there. The cool thing is that all of this moss is, I mean, I guess it's only generating 1 mana. It's kind of inconsequential, bro, if I'm honest with you. At some point I have to start trying to do something. Like we're just kind of in this never-ending state. So I gotta send out some other units here. Maybe it's some suicide bombers. I think the reality is that I probably want to dump out 2 plant warriors and just let them go run and have a good time. So you guys start the trek. They're gonna take some damage when they get over there. And I can't cauterize them in this current state. But they're just gonna dig a hole to China. We let them, okay? We love them doing a little, well, this is gonna get a little interesting, but that's fine. Send out some more guys. Put us on 10 times speed. I think that the reality is that we don't have any synergies that work here. You know, we've got some blocks set up so that we're avoiding the damage here. But I think that the reality is that we need to just send warriors in, and this is how we complete this. I love the sky platform. I would love to get some of those myself. The idea of having a laser beam shooting from the sky is super dope. But I'm gonna just brute force this one. And sometimes this is a solution in these levels. This is going to work. Okay. Very good. Now we get new stuff, right? And this is where the game starts to really open up. So the large warrior slime, every 1.5 seconds you move forward. Every 3 seconds you deal 5 damage to every touching enemy and neutral. After it dies, it creates a medium slime. I mean, I kind of like that. Every 10 seconds heal all touching allies for 1 HP. Could use that to surround our leader. Every minute deal 1 damage to every cube. I mean, that's just mayhem. That's mayhem. I'm with it, for sure. I definitely like that. Let's take this. Encounter 2 random events, lose this perk. If after an ally dies, if it costs more than 5 mana, your starting leader deals a damage. This is pretty sick, to be honest. Because we can spam our units, right? That's kind of the vibe there. After an ally is created, if no cube with the same name is in your hand, 30% chance to add a copy to your hand. Give me the Fiery Vengeance. I think that's fine. And then I'll take a little question mark event here. Jagged Fields. Turn around, -10 gold. Encounter a new random event. Clamber across. I gain the perk. After an ally takes damage, 20% chance it gains HP. That's amazing. Yeah, I'll suffer the 3 wounds. Start of each battle, each ally in your hand and on the field deals damage to itself. I mean, it'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. So there's a Curse of Death in this one. Every 5 minutes, a random non-leader ally dies. Okay. But now we have the Oblivion Shard, which I'm gonna tell you, I think is a horrible idea. But we're gonna do something fun called humoring it, okay? We're just going to humor it. Now, I understand. I did damage to my own thing here. So it just killed it immediately. Let's place these thorn hedges. Because theoretically... Let's bump up speed a little bit here. You are sending a thing at me. Let it hit me. I'm not overly concerned about that. We're gonna place some of these the Oblivion shards. You're just counteracting it. Let me look at what your vibe is over here. Why are you just automatically breaking me? You've got some flooring every 2 seconds, diagonal down beam. The Curious Moil. You're charging forward, dealing damage to stuff. After this kills a cube, gain 3 max mana. Okay. Unless, is this thing... I think it's the wounds, man. Yeah, it's the wounds. So I can't use the wounds today. In this build, okay? We're gonna get prepared for a very nice little barrage of our guys, okay? Now, this little cursed moil boy, he's kind of annoying. Can we... How much health you got? 8? Okay, I'm gonna cauterize you, right? Because I can cauterize the enemy unit. I just healed him to full. Okay, yeah. Pretty terrible idea, I would argue. I mean, we've got a unit over there that's just doing the work right now. I just can't beat this guy up. Okay, hold on. Let's let's bump up our time a little bit here. Our guy's just kind of going through, having a good time. The bomber's he's gonna kill that guy. Well, I mean, he was going to kill that guy. We're in a little bit of a wonky okay, he's dead. I'm gonna tell you, dude, like, I know I should be concerned right now. I think the reality is that I need to just send a couple units in. We'll let these guys fight each other. Again, we're in a situation where it's just juice them. It's just juice them up. Okay. It's good. After this dies, create a fireball. Explodes 1. Before this dies, touching cubes take 1 damage. Okay, I don't know if I care. Every second, if there is an enemy in one of the 2 positions in front, deal 2 damage to all cubes in those 2 positions. It's okay. It's okay. Mana Berry Vine. If you have more than 90 mana and there's no cube above, create a Mana Berry Vine, lose 10 mana. After this is created, increase your max mana by 10. I'm trying to get a mana buff scenario going. But I mean, it's interesting, right? It's interesting. Perk reward, consumable, permanently reduce the cost of re-rolling by 10. I mean, that seems fine to me. We can just pop that, right? Where is my... This is my thing. We'll take you. Perk order determines trigger order. So I could change these, technically. After an ally takes damage, 20% chance it gains. Okay, the wounded, we're down to 2 wounds, okay? It's gonna take us a little bit of time for us to get things squared away. I think we can do this, man. After an enemy is created, if it has more than 0, it gains 2 extra HP. Who cares, right? That's my hot take. Who the frick cares? Okay. So now we have the Mana Vine. Realistically, we want to... This guy doesn't move, which is something that I missed initially. I think that you basically let this Mana Vine grow right now. Because it's just going to... The higher it goes, man, the higher our max mana goes. And the fun part is that, like, it's just going to... It's making a wall. Like, this is effectively just a big-ass wall for us. Okay. So it can't really compete. Like, this officially blocks out our leader, which then I love the idea of basically setting up more of these. Like, this is our way of creating a mega wall. And we can just let the mana flow to grow them. I mean, this guy has created an entire society over here, which is a little... leaves a bit to be desired, I won't deny. But what if I just start sending out my units now? You know, we get back into spam mode. Okay, they are doing something to my leader. My leader's got plenty of health, man. And those are flying blocks, so we're able to basically just waltz right in and destroy everything. Yeah, I feel okay about this. I feel okay about this. We're gonna build a strategy that is more interesting than just spam down our plant warriors and let them do their thing. But for right now, I mean, it's doing fine. You gave me a down laser. Bro, you gave me a down laser. I mean, we love this, right? We love this because we could set up the vine to go to the top and then put a down laser on top of it. Which would be, like, pretty friggin' cool, okay? You gotta try it, right? You gotta try it. Add a path between two random map nodes that don't have a path. This may create backwards path, useless paths, or loops. Sure? I mean, that's fine. What else do we got? Start a battle. Every 5 minutes, add growth 1 to a random cube with infinite uses. Every 5 seconds, starting leader deals 1 damage to a random enemy. It's not bad, to be honest. Every minute, your starting leader tries to move every enemy cube backwards. No, I mean, a plant ascension sounds fine here, and then this is a boss battle, so let's figure it out. So we're going to, our new strategy is, I want to put down, well, we probably don't want the vine right there, because we want the ability to send out some leaders still. So let our mana flow. You're launching, what is this, man? What is this little guy here? The catapult. Every second, throw the cube behind this upwards and forwards in an arc. Okay, it's chaotic. You're also, like, shooting some stuff over at me, but I'm not that concerned, okay? I'm not that concerned. Now, we want to... These are slowly growing, which is fine, to be honest with you. But I do want to get some of my warriors in here. And you're gonna look at this and you're gonna go, Tyler, what are you doing right now? like, what is the goal with this? The goal is that I need to get some vines down over here, man. God, I need vines everywhere is part of my problem. Because I need to block their ability. I need to just... I need to sit here and spam vines here. We're here for a long time, not a good time, okay? We need to stop them from launching crap over our place. So in order to do that, I have to make sure that we create the largest wall you've ever seen of berry glow vines. See, now you're starting to see this ticket work. If we just build a giant wall, nothing can get over the wall. This is basically like I'm a Roman in, you know, the beginning of time, okay? We just build a big wall, nobody can get over the wall. They haven't invented airplanes yet, so it's fine. And then now that we're in this position, these are back growing and having a good time. And we can start to think about some lasers, right? And this is where the fun's gonna begin, because now I've created the Death Star. So, how do you lose when you've created the Death Star? Well, you lose because they just put a catapult on top of my Death Star. That part's a little... leaves a bit to be desired. And we have a small problem called I can't get my leader over there, which is a problem. I can't get units over there. Can I place these? I can. I mean, this is chaotic. Our guy is dying, man. Our guy's dying. I gotta... Okay. Everybody taking 1 damage. The Oblivion Cube is a bad idea, man. I need the... Can I cauterize my leader? That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. I can absolutely cauterize my leader. Okay. Then that puts us actually in a completely okay position. I am going to create my death laser beam again. Look, is it going okay? Yeah, it's going fine. Is it a little chaotic? Yes, it's a little chaotic. I do think that these are still an interesting idea. We are about to break all of the dirt. Yeah, okay. But if I place a bunch of these, right, it is breaking themselves, which is an interesting concept. But that has to be damaging him too. I mean, slowly is pretty slow. I think that we would be better off. I mean, we have destroyed every unit that they have, which that part kind of sick. Okay, we gotta figure out how to make the Oblivion Cube work, because I'm not sure that I have a good strategy for that quite yet. But I think that you can just get back into spam a lot here, and we find ourselves in a completely fine scenario. I like the giant laser beam. We just have to figure out how to make that super functional. I think that the reality is that you need the laser beam. The laser beam is never going to kill the enemy, okay? But what the laser beam can do... I mean, it's interesting to create a wall with that, but I like creating a wall with the mana vines. Because they're like close to indestructible, man. Armored Eye, before this takes damage, negate 1 of that damage. Every 10 seconds, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Bro, that's an insane unit too. Like, this is a win condition item. Right? You don't have a lot of mana, but you stack those behind your wall. You have laser beam shoot down, and then... Yeah, okay. I've convinced myself of this. What do we got? Plant Ascension again. After an ally dies, if it costs more than 5 mana, I mean, it's fine too, for sure. Fill all empty spaces with neutral water. It's a consumable. Don't think we need that. Created allies gain every minute deal half mana cost to a random enemy. Remove this ability if this deals damage in any way. Created allies gain every minute deal half mana cost damage to a random enemy. Am I losing my mind? I have no clue what the frick that means. Every 10 seconds heal a random damage ally. I mean, this is an insane perk, but there's a reason it's so friggin' expensive. Like, we can't afford that. I'm gonna take this because I don't know what it means, and thus I'm intrigued. And I know that that's probably not the correct way to do things, but that's how I'm doing things. Snow Knight, no, we don't need it, to be honest with you. Increasing my deck size, also intriguing, but I'm just gonna leave. I think that I'm happy with this. So select the perk, Falling Crates and Transport Belt. So stuff gonna fall from the sky. Floating Platform and Looped Falling. Yeah, or, oh, I mean, dude, this is all interesting. Changing up the terrain. This is new. I haven't seen this before. High mountains connected via rope bridges. The high mountains with the laser beams are like really good for me. Although the flying platforms also probably would have been like amazingly good. Let's gun it straight down the middle, man. Let's see what happens. So, wow, this is very different. This is very different. I love it. Okay, so immediately, like, just kidding, not immediately, because my placeable overlay I can't place in the exact middle, which is kind of annoying, but we can make it work. We're gonna plant down a vine right there, and then as always, we're gonna plant a vine right here. Then I think that you want to begin the process of creating the Death Beam of Doom. Okay, so let the lasers fire down, and we're just going to kind of chonk away at... Oh, they're digging through the bottom. That's an interesting idea too. What is this, by the way? After this dies, generate... Okay. Like, generates mana for them. Oh, that's a problem. You got a Royal Guard and a little Knight. Okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a small issue. We're gonna try to make my bridge. Okay. We're going to ensure. I mean, we gotta take care of this guy down here though. Okay. We bring in some unstable machines to try to do a little bit of damage to everybody. Okay. I do think this is fine. I do think that you now create victory. How did I kill him? I don't even know how I killed him. That's probably not a great sign. Every 3 seconds, create a laser beam in front. I mean, are we a laser build? I might be a laser build, man. Yeah, I'm gonna take the laser for sure. Replace a non-chest mode with a blood chest. Yeah, okay. This is a blood chest, so we're gonna do it. We take a damage, but I think I'm okay with that because we're gonna get some good stuff. After an enemy takes more than 0 damage from another leader or another enemy, 50% chance to set it on fire. I think it's fine. After a non-undead ally dies, 10% chance it creates 4 undead copies of itself around it. A non-undead ally dies. So all of these are considered allies, okay? So after a non-undead ally dies, 10% chance to create 4 copies. That could be crazy if we play our cards right. Because if all of my stuff is a... Okay. You know what? Just let some vines grow to start here. You placing ants down there is real freaking annoying though, my guy. Oh, and I can't get in my laser because I'm an idiot and am not letting it... I need to unlock a spot for it. Okay, so start the laser beams at this point. I'm also now realizing, hold on, man, hold on. Okay, so my leader... Every 7 times allies or enemies take damage, your starting leader deals a damage to a random enemy. So my laser beams constantly triggering damage just means that my leader is out here cranking damage, which is super cool. Now, we definitely have some small issues with... We've got some small issues with, like, enemies over here. Like, I need to get a laser setup going down here, or we're never going to have any chance to succeed. But this is basically, as long as we have our laser beams cranking it up here... I mean, we have to keep it, like, stable in both sides. It's just a little hard to keep track of it, that's all. I still think that the unstable cubes also go crazy, man. Like this guy, sure, he's slowly chonking us away, but what exactly is gonna happen? I deal damage to everything. It's gonna break down this entire place. Like we're just going to go to pure nothingness here. You only have 11 damage left on you. I'm sitting with 150. I mean, this is where you just sit and chill, man. Now they are kind of ripping me away now. So, and honestly, having the blue moss, I'm just gonna die with it. So, I mean, you know what? Back to Old Faithful. I think you send out some units. Let them kind of go crazy. They're gonna slip into the enemy lines, do some damage here and there. And in the process, I'm slowly but surely, my leader is dealing damage to their stuff. I still think that our best strategy, despite me trying to play with laser beams, our best strategy is just spam units at the enemy, which is fine. After this takes damage, deal 1 damage to every enemy on the same height. It's really good to hold our ground on the bottom. Every 5 seconds, generate mana. But after this is created, lose 10 max mana. Bro, this is so good for us. Immediately lose the battle, but gain 50 gold. I will not use that. Okay. Give me the question mark. I can gain a lot of different things. Every minute, every ally creates a firework enemy in a random position. Fireworks explode and are immediately killed by their creator. Insane. After an ally is created, deals 3 damage to any ally in front, then heals it. After an ally is created, 50% chance for it to 1 second later exile itself. So this is if we have like something that triggers on create. That's really good. Before an ally dies, set its HP to 10, and 10 seconds instantly happen for that ally, but its damage is reduced to 0 and it can't move, but it still dies at the end. I feel like I'm reading a report from a 3rd grader, man. Just give me 15 starting mana. No, give me the festive fireworks because I think it's interesting. I'm telling you, man, it's just a chaotic little game. It's a chaotic little game. Every minute, a random ally which doesn't have growth gains growth 3. If only I knew what the hell growth technically meant. Every 2 minutes, your starting leader kills a random enemy that isn't a leader and has at least 3 HP. I think it's really good, to be honest. I think that's really good. And then we have a boss fight. So I do have to think about some stuff now. We're not using the Thorn Hedge, so get it out of here. Bring in my laser beam. We're not using the Sabotage Agent. Get rid of him, bring in the Mana Shredder. We're going to move our lasers around. We're going to have our allies here at the bottom. Let's kick it, okay? Let's kick it. Let's see what happens. So pause me immediately. We need to place down... We need to get the vines going, is really the reality. I also need to place these things down, and I'm just going to... What are you doing to me? What is this? A poison wave? Okay, well, let it be known. I hate that for sure. Okay, but we're defending it, and we're creating the huge, well, we're creating a fairly large chain here of stuff. This is now when you start to stack these things in, because they're going to generate more mana for me, and the more mana that I have, the more that we can stack up our wall, right? Like this idea is sound. Is it a little freaky? Yeah, it's a little freaky. Are we letting the enemy basically just have whatever they want right now? Absolutely we are. But on the flip side, my mana generation is going like, it's going insane. Like, do you see this on the bottom? We are creating an impenetrable wall. My mana, my mana generation is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Now, our leader is dying, but theirs is melting. I've created a build, ladies and gentlemen. I've created a build. I don't need any of this. Okay. I only need two units to destroy everything. Okay. Like, I don't need any of this. Choose a curse. Placed enemies gain an extra HP for every 100 gold or debt you have. Sure, I don't really care. I'll spend my money. How about that? After you win a battle, gain a random consumable. It's pretty good. Starting leader moves forward, attack faster. No. He can stay exactly where he is. All prices in future shops reduced by 5. I mean, that's just good to have, right? And I'll just use it immediately here. 7 free rats to your hand, okay? Nothing happens before movement or damage, 10% chance to negate it. Yeah, sure, I'll buy something that literally does nothing. That seems fun. Starting leader gains 5 extra HP every minute is the greatest perk of all time, folks. It's just incredible. Okay. I'm good. Am I good? We don't want money. So re-roll and let's try to grab another perk. Start battle, every cube in your hand gains after this is created deal 2 damage to touching cubes. Like, absolutely not. After an ally is created but not placed, X% chance to replace with a combination of it and the 4th cube in your hand. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Because now... So what terrain do we want? I'm gonna tell you, I think you want base terrain with what we're doing. Unfortunately. Like, I would love to get weird, but unfortunately I think this is the best play. The 4th cube in our hand is a mana shredder. Yeah, it's exactly what we want, okay? So, send it. You're going to start with a mana vine. And you're going to basically, you need to get it moving immediately. Like, it has to grow for us to ever have a chance. Why is my leader moving? What are you doing to me, okay? I don't want my leader to start moving forward. I don't like that. You doing something weird? That's fine. Just let me... These bats are... They're not fun, okay? The bats are not fun. We're generating more mana, but I need... What's going on, bro? You're making my life kind of miserable here because you're pulling all my stuff. There's something going on in this battle that I don't understand. After an the curse of courage. After an ally takes damage and moves forward. Yeah, it's horrible. Okay, it's actually like actively horrible. Can we set up a laser beam to just start doing damage to the enemy? I think my leader, yeah, my leader's dead. Okay, that sucked. That sucked like a lot. That was built to kill us, okay? That was built to kill us. This will be fine though. I have faith in this build. Crank up the time. You just need to build a little bit of a wall, okay? There we go. The wall is growing. Our leader is doing the damage. And then you're creating the mana pieces when one dies. Ah, that just immediately killed you. Okay. Sure? Sure, why not? Sure. After another ally is created, if it's damaged, heal it for 1 HP, otherwise grant it 1 max HP. That is pretty good. It is actually like really good. Yeah, I mean that's great with what we're doing. So bottled army, add free 8 armies to your hand. I'm not that concerned about that. We can't do this. Get curses and perks. I don't want curses. I'm just gonna fight a normal battle. At this point, we're never using Oblivion Shard, so bring this in instead. Because there is value to some of this stuff. We need an enemy that does not want to send out like pure hell at me this entire time. And of course, this enemy wants to send out pure hell at me this entire time. I'm not sure that this can actually keep up. It's kind of keeping up. I think you need these to start. This synergy will work, okay? I will make it work. It's such a fun concept, right? Like, it is such a fun concept to do this. Okay, it's starting to go crazy. Then you start to bring these in. Because the more of these you have, the more mana you gain, the more mana you gain, the more you can just go nuts. And our starting leader does all of our damage. I just need to put the support around them. So now that can grow at a ridiculously fast pace. We're going to get another one down too and let it start to rise. And then My max mana is 570. Watch the magic happen, okay? Now you can place these down as much as possible. Chaos theory, baby. It's such a game, man. It's such a game. I don't care about any of this. I'm gonna be honest. After an ally is placed, refund 1/20th of its mana cost. Okay, never mind. That is sick. I mean, that's like real great. What do we got here? After you reroll at a random cube? No. Gain a hand size, 10 max mana, 10 mana, 1 random consumable, and a random cube, and then lose this perk. It's fine, to be honest. Random bees. I'm got no interest in using some random bees right now. But bring me in. Now we're going to replace blue moss. I don't care about the ghostly shriek. We're gonna put in a logistics system. And ideally, you're going to place your logistics system first. Okay. And then you're gonna place down your vine here. Now, I really am going to need you to grow faster, Mr. Vine. Okay, they're gonna melt me. Yeah, they're gonna melt me, bro. They're gonna melt me. Why is stuff falling from the sky on top of my head right now? Okay, put one of these down and pray that this thing can start growing. Our leader is taking a ton of damage, so cauterize his ass. Okay. It's fine. Are these growing at a fast enough pace? The answer to that question is no, is not. So let's try to grow mana a little bit faster. Okay. The enemies they're just coming, bro. You're making it kind of hard on me. I don't think that my lasers can keep up either. My leader is super dead. Okay, yeah, you got me. Retry the boss fight with new enemy cubes. Okay. I mean, we might lose here. You know what the Eagles say. You may lose, you may win. But I will never be here again. Send it. Just send it, okay? This... What the frick? What the hell is you? What is even you, man? What is going on? We got Psycho World? What the hell curses here? You know what? Screw it. Add free armies to your hand. Send it. Create bees. Okay. The bees are going. Enjoy your life, okay? Now the logistics systems are doing their thing. Do these grow up? I don't Okay. I've got negative mana. I didn't even know that was possible, but then again, it's Cube Chaos, bro. Of course it's possible. I would be more shocked if it wasn't possible in this game. Okay. All things considered, this could be a lot worse. I don't really know what's going on with all the sand. That part's a bit of a question mark. But I do have mana that I can start to dump down here. Keep in mind, every mana one of these you place decreases your max mana. Oh, I fricked up, bro. I fricked up, I think. No, never mind, because each one of these gives me an increase in mana. We have to just make sure. Are you dying? Yeah, I mean, like, slowly but surely. There's the victory. Cube Chaos, bro. After this is created, generate negative 500 mana. Reduce the cost of every cube in your hand by half. It's just absurd. But we can't even bother, man. It's not worth it. I seriously don't think any of this is valuable. That's a victory. I'm shocked, to be honest with you, but we come out victorious on this one. I'm not going to loop. I'm going to accept my victory and end the run. We have gained some more XP. I've unlocked the Rogue. I've unlocked the Devourer. And I've unlocked 3 new cubes. And okay, I've only unlocked those 3 new cubes. It's just like, did you see this? 522 cubes. I've only seen 109 of them. 1,122 perks. 1,122 perks. It's just like unreasonable to think about. It's the wackiest game of all time, man. I love it. Cube Chaos, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this week of Hidden Gem Roguelikes. We're going to do this again soon, so keep your eyes peeled. I got tons more Hidden Gem games for you to check out. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.